Yo, what the hell is a flippant?
Babe, you just got paid?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get some money so I can get my hair done? Thank you. And my nails. And also, I want to get my breasts done. And a BBL. Permanent eyebrows and lashes too.
Here.
And I'll just take this to get something to eat. Thanks.
Hey, babe, where you going?
I'm leaving you for Future.
Who?
Sierra's baby daddy.
So you gonna let another man have fun with what I bought?
Hell yeah. And everybody on the Giants team and the Miami Dolphins.
Now I'd be real messed up if I said I wanted a white girl.
Welcome back to the channel. It is your host, Flippant, and you're watching the Flippant podcast. Now, what you just seen here, let's break this down, okay? What he said at the end seems kind of messed up because he allowed this to happen. And I want to rebuke that by saying this man was providing the things that women like, all right? If he didn't, he would get called a bum, and he understands that. So there's got to be a compromise in there somewhere where, you know, it was like if he wasn't providing those things, another man would, and she would have left him anyways. Some might say that it's the type of women he deal with, and guess what? I won't go against that because, I mean, the attitude of entitlement there was present. And I know this is a skit, but a lot of jokes come from true events. So we can say that this man should choose his woman, you know, carefully, but, you know, if the trend is, you know, to go out and get these things done, and women have done this for a long time, and if he's the sole provider in the family, then he's got to provide those things to her, or else he get called a bum. A lot of people, to include anybody in the black community, would have an issue with the last thing he said after getting taken advantage of. He said, and I quote, "Now it'd be really messed up if I said I wanted a white girl." We already know which community that he's going after here. He's going after black women, and you know, a lot of the things that celebrities do is on a smaller scale versus what everybody else does. You can see, like, if the rich are blowing money and blowing tons of it, then the middle and poorer classes are burning money at the same rate. All right. That means whenever celebrities have issues in their community, talking about relationship issues, they're having it on a scale that it's not so different from what we're having it on. You know, we're dealing with women that, you know, they see this in the celebrity world and they want to emulate that. And men too. All right. So now I want to bring you to the main talking point here. Is I'll let you know that I don't have race loyalty, not in that sense. All my friends are black, but whenever it comes to dating, or whenever it comes to a significant other, or, you know, trying to find a sexual conquest, or trying to find a girlfriend or something like that, I really never discriminated. You know, I grew up, my dad was married to a black woman, and then, you know, whenever she unfortunately passed away, he dated a white girl. He dated a Mexican girl. He dated she was Puerto Rican. He dated black women, and he dated a white woman for the longest time. All right, for the longest time, that, like, I want to say, like, for the better part of 10 years. All right, so I grew up and I didn't have that kind of race loyalty because, like, from what I've seen, and it's benefited me now because as I see it, I don't think women have race loyalty either. They're going after the best product in whichever community that they want, and no shade to them. And I don't know why it's such a huge issue that, you know, you have to remain race loyal. Because what if there's a brother right now on YouTube that he's not even nationality loyal. Like, he's like, I don't like American women, so I'm gonna go elsewhere to find something. And I think we could really learn something from that message, because it's like, if you're not getting what you want here, like, why would you settle? You know what I'm saying? Why would you settle for something that like this that can happen? All right. If you go to another community, you might be revered a little bit more, you know. If you go to another country, you know, they might do things a little differently. They might not see you as a skin color, but what they'll see you is a culture that you come from, and they want to be a part of it, which is why I thought America was that culture that, you know, like you don't look at black and white, even though those things do exist. They do, but culturally, we're all the same, in everybody else's eyes. You know, culturally, we're the same. If we go to France, they're going to be like filthy American. They're not going to be like filthy black American. They're going to hear that accent and go, yeah, you're American. We don't like you, no matter what skin color you are. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to France. That was more of an example. Hopefully I don't bring French diplomats over here to shut me down because I didn't mean it. All right. Just an example. And I'll leave you with this. Okay. I had, just in case you're wondering what you would do in this scenario, I had one of my friends, all right, old friend, we don't really talk much anymore. He looked at me and my wife and he goes, whenever you guys get into an argument, do you guys call each other racial slurs? And I told him, no, like it's never happened. And I mean, I don't name call whenever I'm upset with somebody. I name call whenever I'm joking around with them. But in any matter, like we're not calling each other racial slurs because we actually love each other. And people who don't love each other, they'll do some stuff like that. They'll call each other names, and especially derogatory, hurtful names. And whenever I have an arguing or talking point, I want to be heard the best I can. And the best I can is to not throw dirt on somebody. All right. Is to tell them what the problem is and to tell them how it affects me. That's it. All right. So if you do end up in one of those interracial relationships because you feel as if the grass is greener, then keep it as respectful as possible. Learn each other's cultures. I know I got off a little tangent here, but the main fact of this video is men get shamed for going outside of their culture. I'm here to tell you that it's okay. All right. Because outside of friends who don't really, well, anybody who doesn't really respect you for your decisions, I mean, they're not friends to begin with. All right. We're talking about good decisions. If they're trying to talk you off of the ledge, then you should probably listen to them. But in this instance, if two people are good for each other and they're doing things that they're supposed to do, you shouldn't let skin color get involved. All right, skin color shouldn't matter. And I do think that, you know, we should open up our views and open up our horizons just to look at, you know, another race, and well, not even just have to look at another race. If it happens, it happens. Don't fight it. Like, let it happen. All right. I'll end with this. Nah, I won't tell you all that. That's a little too personal to me. If you have nothing for me, I have nothing for you, and I'll see you in the next one.